Is the president, from what you're saying now,
Yeah.
is the president breaking any law?
He is definitely breaking the law. The law says if you are 60, you must go. It's so automatic. If you are 35 years of service, you must go. So, in fact, they are not staff of Mr. President. They are staff of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And there's a rule. It's just like in the civil service. If you are an ordinary civil servant and you hit 60 years, automatically you must go. If you put in 35 years of service, the president hasn't the right to extend beyond what the law says. That's his rule of law.
Isn't there anything the National Assembly can do in that regard to compel the president?
Well, you see, the process, before you use the word compelling, you see, the process between the executive and the legislature, it is one government, if you like, and all the National Assembly does is advisory, all resolutions. And I think 2 days ago when Mr. President, the Senate President spoke, he spoke a mind. He said, please, he was calling on the presidency to take the National Assembly resolutions very seriously. Mm-hmm. You see, even though the resolutions are said to be advisory, there should be some level of respect. Your father can advise you, and if I'm talking to my son, I say, please give me this cup of tea. I'm saying, please do it. I'm being courteous. See, I have the right to compel him to do it, but we haven't gotten to that. You see, there are provisions in the Constitution. If you break the law, you'll be summoned. If you don't explain, the issues of impeachments are there. But I think we don't want to get into all of that because it is disrupting the polity, it will overheat the polity, and but resolutions upon resolutions upon resolutions. I don't know why he's still keeping them. I think he has the right to decide whether they are performing or not. But let me remind you of Mr. President's statement himself. He said the service chiefs are doing their best, but their best is not good enough. As a teacher, if you are not doing good enough, it's below average.
So maybe what the president is also saying, is that maybe the challenge is not with the service chiefs. But regarding the laws, it would appear as though the president's thinking is, we're not breaking any law, because the president's spokesperson says he's not aware that the tenure of service chiefs is subject to any law or regulation that is clearly stated. They serve at the pleasure of the president.
No, that's where he's missing it. That's where he's missing it. They are serving at the pleasure of the president within their service period. There is a law. There is a law. I think he doesn't know. There is a law within the scheme of service that says if you serve for 35 years, you must go. If you attain the age of 60 years, you must go. It's a law. It's there within the scheme of service, even within the military service.
So for those who have escalated this even further, I mean, just before we came up, you listened to the Northern Elders Forum spokesperson saying, well, the president should resign. Yeah. Do you think that's a fair enough suggestion?
No, I think, you see, the failure to appear doing the right thing is what pushes people to all this level. Just like what we've just said now about our brother, the governor of Borno State. Say, look, if our system has failed, let's hire others. So it's in the same vein. If the unruly conduct and behavior of government keeps on and on and on, the tendency is, look, if you are not able to respect the rule, if you are not able to get people to listen to the views of the public you are governing, you better go. So I think the failure to respect the views of the National Assembly. Here is a collection of elected people, 469. There wasn't any dissenting voice in asking Mr. President to let these people go. And in fact, as it is being mentioned, I expect the service chiefs to respect the rule of law too, to respect the rule within the scheme of service. If it is time, what we do in the public service, immediately you hit 60 years, you put in your retirement. Or the Civil Service Commission will advise you, please, it's time up, can you submit your retirement papers? So I think not only the presidency, even the management of the military service is failing.